easily. So can you tell me a bit about yourself?
I'm a freelance stylist, fashion journalist.
Cool. And where do you live now?
But I've moved back to Newcastle, but I've also been in Stoke Newington. It's kind of quite close to Dawson, so I've spent quite a lot around Dalston as well as going out central.
Yeah. And so how would you describe the relationship between you and the club scene around this area?
I like to think that I'm kind of a big part of it, like putting on out to my friends and stuff. Because I'm quite old, like 27. So I've been for the club scene it is. Most people are like 18. So like I've kind of been to a lot of clubs with a lot of people, like a lot of good promoters. So yeah.
So like in general, how do you decide which nightclub you're going to during weekend?
It depends. I mean, if it's like a friend's night or friends going to this particular night, or if I see something that looks interesting, then I'll try and attend it.
Sure. And do the club scene influence your decision to come to East End?
Yes, it does.
Is that the reason made you to move into Stoke Newington before?
Yeah, because I used to live in Camden, but that was when the old ghetto was on Falkenberg Court, so everything's a lot more central. And then a lot of those places closed down and everything started moving east. So I only really had the option to move east.
So it's quite convenient to go out. And have you ever been to Dawson Superstore?
Yeah, I go there all the time.
And do you have a good time there?
I do, yeah.
How do you feel when you're there, or what sort of experience you have?
It can be different, because sometimes we've got a lot of people who've been there early evening who're still lingering around. It can be quite laid back, but then when it's 2 in the morning, you can tell it's like a proper club where people are just going nuts. Like crazy people dancing on bars,
So the next section, do you consider the people are particularly stylish in this area?
I'd say they are, because they're quite arty, so they like to kind of be a bit different, really.
So, would you say that you have similar dress style with your friends?
Yeah, with my friends, I'd say, yeah, but not necessarily with my peer groups and clubs, because a lot of them go for a completely different style. Like at the moment, there's all these kind of new romantic, kind of wannabe kids, but it's not quite new romantic, it's kind of bad goth. And I wouldn't dress like that, but
you're
amongst my
happy
friends,
to go out with them?
Yeah.
And so is there any mutual dress code between you and your friends when you go to clubbing? I mean, like, will you set any special dress code between you and your friends when you decide to have a night out and have fun?
Not really, I just think we've got a similar kind of sensibility and dress sort of quite similar, like the cut of our clothing. It's quite similar, so I think that's the only key thing that binds us together.
And how about, do your clothes represent any particular attitude like you want to show or you want to let people know?
Not really. I just kind of
it's just your sense
go
of
with
style.
it, yeah. Because me being a stylist, I mean, a lot of the time if I'm preparing for a shoot and it's got a certain theme, then subconsciously I start dressing in that theme. So it just depends what I'm working on at
It's quite natural.
Yeah.
And the next section is, would you say the different clubs have different atmosphere?
Definitely, yeah.
Really? And do you find you behave different depending on different club through those atmosphere? Do you mind to give me some samples?
Yeah, I mean, like a dog Vogue Fabrics. It's like an illegal bar, so people don't really give a shit, and it's a bit seedy and grimy, and you don't know anything too nice because it's going to get wrecked. So that's really, really laid back, just going nuts. But you can go somewhere like the current club. But I mean, all examples I can think of are things like Boombox, where people would just go to pose, and they wouldn't necessarily get too energetic because their makeup would melt. And it was very kind of rigid.
Okay. And how about, have you ever had your photo taken by the photographer in the club? I'm sure, I just saw it over there. And do you like having your photographer taken?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
But when the photographer wants to take a picture of you, are you pleased that he or she appreciate your look for that night?
Yeah. I mean, I don't get annoyed if they don't take my photo, but if they do, it's just an added bonus to me.
Sure.
Because you get a lot of kids that go out and they just, their whole aim is to have their photo taken. But I'm not like that.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thanks for the participation.